From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update. Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, good afternoon. Hope you had a nice weekend so far. That monsoon moisture continues to lift north across the area. You can really see that on the satellite, this widespread cloud cover convection out there towards the east. That's been the main weather maker here as we've headed over the last day or so. Of course, taking a look at the fire alerts, well, there we go. We're still holding on. This fire weather warning conditions here from the Trinity Alps wrapping around the valley up to Lakehead and then pretty much all of Siskiyou County, Modoc County, the eastern mountains down the 395 corridor. Of course, this goes until tonight, due in large part to that enhanced fire weather potential due to that monsoon moisture, lightning strikes, thunderstorms, that sort of situation, right? Let's take a look at the futurecast. You can see what I'm talking about across the area. It has a pretty good handle on things as of right now, and you can see as we head over the next several hours, that stuff kind of meanders, lifts north with time. Some becomes even a little more isolated, which would get it on its own and maybe allow it to strengthen a little more with those updrafts, put down some lightning. So we'll have to watch that very carefully. And then as we head through tonight, we dry back out. And then as we head into Monday, so to start our week, well, the first half of the day looks pretty good. I really don't see much in the way of activity, even cloud cover there. Perhaps some pretty big fog along the marine boundary layer, but in other words, not too big of a deal. However, as we head through the afternoon, evening, well, there's some instability to work with, and out towards western Siskiyou County and Trinity County, west of the valley, I actually do see some signs of convection growing out here, so we're going to have to watch that for the possibility that isolated thunder shower activity continuing through tomorrow. Now, I don't think this stuff continues to Tuesday. I think tomorrow's the last shot at it, and then it pretty much lifts off to the north. Notice you have to look above the banner to even see that. So I think it's going to be the next 24 hours as it starts to simmer down just a little bit. So there's that good news there, right? All right, so here's your forecast here. As we head through today in terms of the highs, they're a little bit lower than they have been over the last several days. There's that trend starting to go downwards. 90s around the valley, upper 90s in fact, a little further inland here just off the coast. Well, yeah, we're still in triple digits, right? Valley as well, 98 to 100. And then, of course, wrapping around the valley, you see those thunder shower and thunderstorm chances, and some of the mountain storms are possible with this monsoon moisture. You know the drill. We got that fire weather warning through this evening. Let's just keep an eye on that. And, of course, temperatures out there are going to be in the 90s, too. So this fire weather conditions, which I want to show you one more time, again, Trinity County, wrapping around the valley, west side of the hills in the valley, Modoc County, all of Siskiyou County, the 395 corridor all the way down just east of Quincy, and the 70 corridor. So let's watch that. You've lived here long enough. It's July. It's fire season. You know how it goes, right? So let's take a look at the big picture, because I think big picture kind of shows you the trends and shows you where we're going here. And I think the temperatures are down, and maybe fire weather's down too, at least in terms of what we're seeing now, right? Let's take Trinity County. Now for tomorrow, to start our work week, we'll be in the upper 90s, lower triple digits. But check it out, we'll be back in the mid 90s here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Maybe warming back up though by the end of the week, so it's not going to be the longest cool down ever, but it's still a little bit of a break compared to those, ridiculous 105, 110, 115s we were seeing just several days ago, right? Humboldt County along the coast, we'll be in the upper 60s, lower 70s, holding steady with the 60s along the coast, but of course head a little further inland, you start to see those triple digits taking back over. But again, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that key midweek time frame, we stay dry, and this is it right there with those lower 90s holding steady there. So hey, not too bad. Definitely that trend downwards in favor of cooler weather. Siskiyou County, same situation, upper 90s here west of Mount Shasta City, and then of course east of Mount Shasta City in the upper elevations, you get back down to the 80s. But even here in Mount Shasta City, let's take Tuesday and Wednesday for example. You'd be lucky to break 90 there. I think upper 80s are a very reasonable bet there, in part with this cool down here over the next couple of days, right? So Modoc County, very similar story. We'll be in the upper 80s, lower 90s here for tomorrow. Lower 90s holding steady through Wednesday, but again, they're warming up a little bit towards the end of the week. So I think the trend is kind of like this, right? We're kind of on the roller coaster, the sine wave, if you will, as we head over the next several days. Eastern Mountains, Plumas County, there are those upper 80s, lower to mid 90s taken back over here, but we're going to stay in the mid 90s here for the next several days, although we might see some triple digits in the extended term, so we'll watch that pretty carefully. Valley, south here, from Corning all the way down to Biggs and Gridley. Let's see what we got in store here. We might very well break out of those triple digits for a good couple of days there, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're talking mid to upper 90s there. Yeah, I think those triple digits will be back pretty soon, but hey, good couple days of a break. And then from Lakehead down to Red Bluff, very similar story here. We'll call it upper 90s for Tuesday, Wednesday. But all in all, I think triple digits are going to stick around, maybe even more big time heat in the extended term. But you know what? A little bit of a cool down never hurt anybody.